Ooh, it's a different day today, I'll tell you. Ooh. Morning, mad dogs. Yeah, woof to you and all. So it's a different day today.
Because, baby, it's cold out there.
Ooh, yesterday was absolutely lovely. Today it's cloudy, it's very breezy, and it's a bit colder, and it's not really drone flying weather. So yesterday's video, right, okay, what can I say about that? I think on balance, if you're flying your drone very low level and at very low speed, I think the chances are that if you do have a collision, then the collision is not going to be catastrophic. I've had some drones for a while now. I've had quite a few drones actually, and I speak from experience of crashing drones and breaking drones and whatever else, and losing drones. So normally the drones which I've lost and broken have been basically at a high level, and they've been going quite fast. I mean, if you have a crash, you know, in your drone, in that scenario, then yeah, 9 times out of 10 the drone is going to be pretty much a write-off. But I think I struck on some kind of a new thing here. It's probably not new, but new for me. You know, it's kind of like a sport where you've got your drone, and the idea is to fly your drone in an environment something like this around here, and to try and get it as far as you possibly can into the wood or into the forest, because if there's any wildlife around, normally it's going to be in the forest rather than out there somewhere in the field. It's going to be in here somewhere, and that's what I found yesterday. I kind of knew that there were going to be deer or some wildlife in that forest. It was just a matter of really finding them. And if you're kind of way up high above the canopy, yeah, okay, you're kind of safe up there. But if you spot something down below, then the trick is to try and get your drone kind of threaded through the canopy so it comes down to ground level. I mean, in that forest yesterday, it was almost impossible to do that. So, you know, that's one of the reasons why I set it off low and very slow. You know, and I got very, very close to those deer, and I don't think there's any way I could have done that if I was on foot and with 2 dogs as well, because if you're walking through the forest, you're always going to make noise. And I was quite surprised how calm that those deer were. Obviously, when you get a bit close to them, they're gonna run away, because obviously, you know, it's unnatural for them to see a drone in the forest somewhere. You know, it's very easy to fly your drone around the field aimlessly, just pointlessly flying it around. That takes no skill whatsoever, or very little skill. But when you got it in a setting somewhere like this, I mean, that's a bit extreme. I wouldn't fly it in there. That's too extreme. And if you put your drone down in that, you might not even get it back again. That is so dense over there. But flying it around somewhere around here, and through the trees and through, you know, some of the branches and things, getting deep into the forest, that takes some skill. That really does take some skill, and pretty much anyone can do it. All you need is just to respect your area. Don't go mad doing it, don't go fast, and try and keep as low to the ground almost as you possibly can. So if you do encounter a twig or a branch or something, and you do have some kind of an impact, yeah, you know, it's going to fall out the sky. So the idea is to think to yourself, it's going to fall out the sky at some point, and you know, if I have it up high, there's a chance it's going to break. But if I have it down quite low, and it does have a bit of an impact, it's going to not have too far to fall to the ground. Therefore, the speed of it falling is going to be fairly minimal, pretty much it'd be just be like dropping your drone from maybe chest height. So it wouldn't have much of an impact at all. I think worst case scenario would probably be you might lose 2 or 3 props, depending what you hit. If you hit something like a big thick tree branch, something like that there, I mean, yeah, you're gonna lose some props doing that. But if you hit something like this here, which is probably what's going to be the case, it brought my drone down twice yesterday, then that's very flimsy, you know, so wouldn't have any problems at all with that. So I think the idea is then to fly my drone as far as I possibly can in a forest or in a wood, negotiating whatever obstacles are around me, and also keeping a good eye out for wildlife such as deer and whatever else, because if you go there on foot, you've got absolutely no chance of seeing them at all, because they'll spot you before you spot them, and then they're off. At least with a drone you've got a good chance of seeing a lot more things. So yeah, I think I've hit on something there. It's kind of exciting, you know, it's interesting. And well, we'll see where it goes, I suppose, in my next few videos. If I get the chance to get out there and do some drone flying, not so much in fields. I think it's going to be a kind of environment which is something similar to this, because all the good stuff basically is in and around places like this.